Hello fellow Sudokans and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku puzzle for Tuesday the 4th of May 2021. In the news, I saw an interesting story, some good news today. Can you imagine being on an aeroplane and hearing that call, is there a doctor on board? And it sounds scary, but apparently a woman went into labor very early, and guess what, there was a doctor on board, not just a doctor, also 3 neonatal nurses, and they managed to deliver the baby successfully, improvising with things like shoelaces to cut the umbilical cord, and they landed safely in Hawaii, their destination. So that's good news, and we're very pleased for that family. Well done. And well done to the nurses and doctors who happen to be on board. Serendipity indeed. Okay, today's puzzle is listed as medium in The Guardian. I'm not sure what that really means because quite often they overrate their puzzles. So let me just give an explanation of how to play Sudoku in case this is your first time. Basically, we have 9 squares in this row and every other row. We have 9 squares in every column. And we fit numbers 1 to 9 in each square, sometimes called a cell. We also have these boxes or blocks or segments or whatever you want to call them. I use the terms interchangeably. And that's it. That's all you need to know. Nothing else. Except, of course, we can only put 1 number per square. We can't try to squeeze in more than 1 number. So how do we find the numbers? Well, usually a process of elimination. We use logic. For example, we notice that this segment here does not have a number 1, but we do see that there is a number 1 in this row and in this row, and what we do is we kind of extend that along and think, well, there's a 1 already here, so there are only 9 squares, so 1 can't exist again in this row. Same thing for this one, and so therefore that has to be a 1 because that's the only place where a 1 is not intersecting. Okay. Not that difficult, was it? Let's take that one that we just did and extend it down here, the same concept. This one that's already printed here, we extend up and say that this one can't exist again in this column, so no 1 here, no 1 here. That sounds odd, doesn't it? No 1 here. Anyway, there's a 1 in this row here, and so that obviates 1 appearing again here, and so 1 has got to appear right there. So we've already got a couple of numbers and we haven't done much thinking yet. We see a 7 going across this row and we see a 7 going across this row. So a kind of blocking, if you imagine blocked like that and you imagine blocked like that, well then there's only 1 place left for a 7 to go. Right. So let's see if that was the only, if those were the most obvious immediate ones. Let's see if there are any more. By the way, I never played these games before starting the video, so I have no idea just how they're going to work out. One thing I can see though already is that this row is lacking a 7. We have 1, we don't have 2, 4, 7 or 8, right? I'm missing numbers 2, 4, 7, 8, but I do see a 7 blocking this square here, so that's not a 7, is it? And I see a 7 blocking this square here, so that's not a 7 either. And I see a 7 blocking this square. So 3 of these squares in this row have intersecting 7s. So there's only 1 space left where a 7 can go. It's got to go there. Now back down in this row, similar to what we had up here, this 7 blocks this square here, this 7 blocks this square here, and this 7 blocks this square here, so lucky 7 goes there. Excuse the traffic noise. Okay. What else is looking nice and easy? Okay, so back to this row up here. Let's focus on this row up here. Now, what numbers are missing now? We have a 1, we don't yet have a 2, we don't yet have a 4, and we don't yet have an 8. Okay? We don't have 2, 4, or 8. Those are our 3 numbers. Keep them in mind. 2, 4, 8 for here, here, and here. But look, 2 and 4 are in this square, so 8's got to be here, right? Because it's not 4 and it's not 2, so 4 has got to be here or here, and 2 has got to be here or here. That only leaves us with one number. It's the last remaining number, which is the 8, so we can put that in. Hope that was not too painful for you. Okay, over here, 9 in this column, 9 in this column, 9 across the middle here, so that gives us a 9 in that square there. Okay, just keep scanning around the board, you know, looking for any stuff that attracts your attention. You know, look for numbers you've already written in, look for numbers that are fairly common. In other words, there are quite a few of them. That's a helpful thing as well. But in general, just kind of scan around and look around, I think, is a helpful thing. Okay, so I've seen that we can fit a 2 here, and okay, so in fact we've got a 2 across here and a 2 up here, so that gives us a 2 in that space there. And now that we've got that, this 2 up this column here, 2 up this column here, and 2 in this row blocking, so only one space where a 2 can go. Now if you remember, we did say earlier 2 and 4 were the missing numbers here. I don't know if you remember that, but I fortunately did. And so, or you could just count through and find out, and so clearly the 2 can't go here, can it now? So the 2 has to go there, and the 4 has to go there. Now we've got that 4, bring it down, blocking that square there, 4 blocking these 2 squares, so in this bottom block that has to be a 4. Now in this row here we can see that 4 is still missing. We don't yet have a 4, but this 4 means that that can't be a 4, or this 4 means that that 4 can't be a 4. Whichever way you want to look at it, there are 2 intersecting 4s, so doubly sure that there cannot be a 4 here. All right. Now we also have a blocking 4 down here, so that can't be a 4 either. So in this row there is only one square left, right? So that has to be a 4, just by process of elimination. What numbers are missing here now? I think it's 2 and 3. We have a 1, we don't yet have a 2, and we don't yet have a 3. But look, again, this 2 blocks here, or this 2 blocks here, again, double blocking. So the 2 has got to be at this end, and the 3 has got to be at this end. And now we notice we've only got one number missing from this column, and if there's one number missing, we can always get it. So we just count through and find what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, no 5, so that's got to be a 5. And that column, I should say, has now been finished, and we can forget about it. This 6 blocks along this row, this 6 blocks along this row, and so the 6 is up here. By the way, this is not a medium level puzzle, this is clearly an easy level puzzle. I just thought I'd let you know. I say that, I'm assuming that it's going to continue along like this till the end. I think it's going to be pretty easy. So this row does not yet have a 5, okay, but we see 1, 2, 3, 4, no 5. But look, here is a 5 in this box, and what does it mean? 5 can't appear here. And again, there's a double a double intersection. This 5 clearly blocking, this 5 clearly blocking. So 5 has to come here. Now we know there's only one number missing, so we count through 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's an 8. We've got our 9. Hello, sorry, I had a slight camera glitch there. I had to stop the video for a second. Now, in this segment here, we are 3 numbers missing. So what are they? 1 we don't yet have 2. But look, 2 blocks here and 2 blocks here, so we can find that 2 already. The other missing number is 4 and 9. I was going to show you that 2 and 4 were already in this column actually, so we can identify that this has to be a 9, but actually it's even easier than that. So there's 4 blocks down here, and 9 has to go there. Now we're only one number missing down here. If we count through, we'll find it's a 3, so we can fill in the 3 there. Excuse the traffic noise. This 3 blocks this square from being a 3. We don't yet have a 3 in this box, so that's got to be 3. That's got to be 9. Okay, down here now. 1, 2, 3. We don't have a 4. It's blocked here and blocked here, so that's got to be a 4. Now we should look for this number, and if we count through, we'll find it's a 5. Okay, goes there, and this 5 blocks this square from being a 5, so that's the 5 there. The last remaining number is a 1. We're 1 blocking here, 1 blocking here, so that's a 1 there. What numbers are missing here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7 and 9 are missing. Any clue? Any intersecting 7s and 9s? No, not yet. So we'll just forget that and come back later. What's missing here? 1, 2, 3 is missing, and 8 is missing. Do we have any intersecting 3s or 8s is what we're looking for? No, we don't, so we'll forget that as well. We'll just come back later. 1, 2, 3 is missing. Well, we see a blocking 3 along here, so 3 is going to be either here or here, but can't tell where yet. 4, 5, 6, 7 is blocking here, so 7 comes here or here, but we can't tell where. And 8, nope, we have no idea. So we don't know yet, so we'll come back to that later as well. Let's focus down here now, because I see that this 2 comes down this column here, 2 comes down this column here, and we have an intersecting 2 here. So that's got to be a 2 right there. Okay, what else? 1 blocking down here, 1 blocking down here, and 1 blocking here. Gives us a 1 in that cell there. What else is missing? Maybe it's time to shift the focus, I think. If you get stuck in one area for a long time, it's not so helpful, really. Oh, hold on, I've missed something. 5 across here, blocking. 5 blocking this square here. 5 blocking those, so that's a 5 there. Okay, now we can take that 5 up this column, this 5 up this column, this 5 across here, giving us a 5 in that position there. I hope this is not too fast, because you can go back and watch again if you're a bit slow at seeing these numbers because you're a beginner. And you know, this is kind of beginner's Sudoku, really. There's nothing really very difficult about this one. So just go back and watch it again. Rewind the sections that you need to if any sections are not clear. This 4 blocks along here like so, and 4 blocks up here, and so 4 will come in that position there. Okay, shall we see what's missing up here in case we have anything? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 are missing numbers in this top row. And guess what? We have an intersecting 7 there. So that's got to be our 7 right there. That's got to be our 8 right there. Now that we've got that 8, you see that it blocks that square. This 8 blocks that square. And so 8 goes there. We've just about finished the puzzle now. At this stage, when you see something like that, you'll really recognize that basically the puzzle is now complete, even though there are empty cells, because everything else is going to be very easy. This 8 blocks along here, right? So 8's got to come here. The last number here was 3. 3 blocks that square there, so that's a 3. The missing number here is 8. Okay, what else is missing over here? This is 1, 2, 3 we don't have yet, so that's a 3 there because this 3 blocks that. 4 goes here. Down here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7 and 9 are missing. Any 7s or 9s? Oh, actually, no. No, can't tell that just yet. Okay, what else is missing up here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 6, 7, and 9 missing. 9 here. Oh, okay. No, that won't help us. Down here, 1, 2, 3. Okay, yes, it's the 3 that's going to get us now. Okay, so 3 blocking down here, 3 blocking here, 3 blocking over here. So that's a 3. Missing numbers here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9 are the missing numbers. 7 stops that from being a 7. So that's a 7 there. This is a 9 there. That's a 9 there. One number left here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 6. We don't yet have a 6. That goes there. This 6 blocks that square from being a 6. That's a 7. 7 blocks there. And the last number is 9. Very easy puzzle indeed. Definitely not a medium level puzzle, just an easy level puzzle, but hope you enjoyed it and just worked your way through. If you're new to Sudoku, this is good practice. It's kind of what to call it, like practicing your scales at music or something like that. If you've ever learnned to play a musical instrument, you know you have to practice your scales. This kind of Sudoku is good practice, solid practice for later stuff where you become a jazz musician and play the logic beautifully. Okay, thank you for joining. Please subscribe to this Sudoku channel and other Sudoku channels that take your fancy too. And I hope to see you back again tomorrow for another. I think tomorrow is another medium level puzzle, or we may be working up to a hard level one apparently. Anyway, it should be slightly better. As the days go along, they tend to get slightly more difficult each day in the week. So that's a good reason for coming back tomorrow. Thank you very much. Bye bye.